Hey folks, how you doing? I'm going to talk about different types of paddleboard fins. Here I have a variety of fins to choose from for a lot of different purposes and whatnot. So the two fins on top up here tend to be more for race boards. Race boards tend to be narrow, and as a result of being narrow, they tend to be tippy. So in order to make them more stable, you add a fin. And a fin such as a Ninja fin here is actually quite large. You can see how deep that would be in the water, and as a result, it's going to give you more stability. Fins are used for two purposes. One purpose is as stability, so a fin like this would be like a keel in a sailboat, which would allow you for more stability. And then of course the other purpose for a fin is for tracking. So in this case you get a big old fin like this for stability, or a fin that's similar shape and size but not as big as a Ninja would be something like this. There's several of these on the market. So in either case, and this is about $150 fin. This is more of a stock fin that would come with the board, and it came with the board I had. So the two fins on the bottom are called surf style fins. So just your average everyday fin you see around that looks like you'd see usually on a single fin surfboard or something. These are 9 inches long, and so in comparison to the Ninja, which is more in the 13 range, then basically you can see it's got a lot less surface area, but will make a lot of boards more stable than if you had something like this. Something like this on a board, like a 10 or 12 foot board, is going to feel pretty unstable. Add a 9 inch, you can be more stable. Add a Ninja or something like this, be even more stable. The downside of too much fin, and I've seen on fins like the Ninja or others like it, is that it also can create drag and slow you down or slow you on turns. So the best thing to do with any fin is to go test it and see how it works for your board and the type of paddling you do. If you do a lot of buoy turns and races, this might slow you down, but if on the other hand you are needing to paddle straight and get speed out of direction, then something like this might work. It all depends on a lot of different factors. Of these fins, these two are fiberglass. This fin is plastic. This fin is rubber. You can see how it shakes like that. And basically the purpose of that is if I paddle over a kelp or lake milfoil or hit a rock, it's not going to propel me forward. If I hit a rock with either of these, I'm going to faceplant for the most part. So the rubber fin is designed for that purpose, and also was designed by surfers in Hawaii because the doctors got tired of fixing lacerations on people's heads and faces. So basically in surf, when the number one injuries is from fins slicing people up when they wipe out on the board. So a fin like this has a much softer edge on it and is less likely to hit you in the head in a bad way. This fin has a quick release system on it here, which you can buy and add to any fin, and that just helps me put it in the board really quickly. The rest of these are set up with your standard fin and screw thing here that will have a nut and a screw, which is probably the most secure way to attach to a board. This fin here has a quick release system here that's ball bearings. So you put it in, you slam it down, and ideally should stay in the board. Note that all fins this is the fin base and all the fins, so all the fin bases are different thicknesses. So I find out on this fin, this base is so thick it doesn't fit in some of my boards, whereas maybe this fin base is too narrow and it's too loose in some boards. So you want to make sure that whatever third-party fin you buy will fit in your fin box. You can sand things down if you need to, or build them up with tape or fiberglass if needed. These three fins here, and then the three on the inflatable here that's upside down are called thruster system fins, and that means a 3-fin system and or more fins. A lot of surf style, very surf specific paddle boards will have multiple fins, and that's to help give you more control going down a steep wave. Basically, in the case of this inflatable, it's designed to look cool. It does add stability to have more fins. On the other hand, if you see like on a Costco board a 3-fin setup, that's designed to look cool more than it is to actually give you performance, which no one's going to be buying that board to go down Mavericks or a 30-foot wave. So in that case, but 3 fins won't hurt you in either case. So on a stock board like this, the 3 fins are glued in. These are plastic fins, so much like the rubber fin here will give you that benefit. Of these, these are all plastic fins, and they would come fiberglass as well. For a thruster system, you would have a choice of either a larger center fin, and then these are called side bites, which will on a fiberglass board attach in that board using an Allen wrench connection. So it's good to have different tools on you for securing fins. And again, much like these, a surf style shape. So fins can get complex. Surfers like to talk about fins and all different benefits and pros and cons, so it can get complex on what works best. One note about inflatables is a lot of inflatable companies have a specific fin system, and I actually recommend people not to go with those, because if you're out in the boonies somewhere and you lose your fin screw or you lose the fin, you're not going to be able to find a replacement for that fin. So something like these are more, if you can find inflatable that has a standard fin box, called a US fin box system that has a screw system, you're going to have much more chances of using different types of fins in that board and finding replacement parts when you need it. So I had a student recently who lost a screw on a inflatable fin system, and they don't make that board anymore, so she's trying to find replacement for it, probably on eBay or something. So anyway, different types here. These are all single fin styles. These are all thruster fin styles. Each have their different purposes, and you just choose what works for you for the type of board you have, the type of paddling you want to do, and/or type of performance. Great. Thanks for watching.